Nicolas, and known by his stage name Nicolas Cage, is an American actor and film producer. He is the recipient of various accolades including an Academy Award, a Screen Actor Guild Award, and a Golden Globe Award as well as nominations for 2 BAFTA Awards, known for his versatility as an actor. His participation in various film genres has gained him a cult following. Born into the Cooper family, Cage began his career in films such as Fast Times at Ridgemont High 1982 and Valley Girl 1983, as well various films by his uncle Francis Ford Coppola such as Rumblefish, The Cotton Club, and Peggy Sue Got Married. He received critical success for his roles in Moonstruck and Raising Arizona, before earning an Academy Award for Best Actor for the dramatic film Leaving Las Vegas. He was Oscar-nominated for playing twins Charlie and Donald Kaufman in the comedy-drama film adaptation Cage established himself in mainstream action films such as The Rock 1996, Con Air 1997, Face Off 1997, Gone in 60 Seconds 2000, the National Treasure film series The Ghost Rider film series in Kick-Ass 2010. He also took undramatic roles in City of Angels 1998, Bringing Out the Dead 1999, The Family Man, Matchstick Man 2003, and The Wicker Man. He has voiced characters in the Croods franchise and in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. He earned renewed critical recognition for his starring roles in Mandy Pig, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, and Dream Scenario. Cage owns the production company Saturn Films and has produced films such as Shadow of the Vampire 2000 and The Life of David Gale 2003, and has directed Sunny 2002. He was ranked number 40 in Empire magazine's The Top 100 Movie Stars of All Time list in 2007 and was placed now 37 in Premier's 100 Most Powerful People in Hollywood in 2008. C was born in Long Beach, California, to August Cooper, a professor of literature, and Joy Vocal Zang, a dancer and choreographer. He was raised in a Catholic family. His father was of Italian descent and his mother was of mainly German and Polish descent, with some English and Scottish ancestry on her father's side. His paternal grandparents were composer Carmen Cooper and actress Italia Panino, and his paternal great-grandparents were immigrants from Bernalda Basil Carter. Through his father, he is a nephew of both director Francis Coppola and actress Talia Shire, and a cousin of directors Roman Coppola and Sofia Coppola, film producer John Carlo Coppola, and actors Robert and Jason Schwartzman. Cage is the youngest of 3 sons. His 2 brothers are New York radio personality Mark the Cop Coppola and director Christopher Coppola. He attended Beverly Hills High School, which is known for its many alumni who became entertainers. He aspired to act from an early age and also attended UCLA School of Theatre, Film, and Television. His first nonsense cinematic acting experience was in a school production of Golden Boy. He said he started acting because he wanted to be James Dean. I saw him in Rebel Without a Cause, East of Eden. Nothing affected me, no rock song, no classical music the way Dean affected me in Eden. It blew my mind. I was like, that's what I want to do. At age 15, he tried to convince his uncle Francis Ford Coppola to give him a screen test, telling him, I'll show you acting. His outburst was met with silence in the car. By this day of his career, Coppola had already directed Marlon Brando, Alucino, Gene Hackman, and Robert De Niro. Although early in his career Cage appeared in some of his uncle's films, he changed his name to Nicolas Cage to avoid the appearance of nepotism as Cop's nephew. His choice of name was inspired by the Marvel Comics superhero Luke Cage, and composer John Cage. Cage made his acting debut in the 1981 television pilot The Best of Times, which was never picked up by ABC. His film debut followed in 1982 with a minor role as an unnamed co-worker of Judge Ryan's character in the coming-of-age film Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Having originally auditioned for Reinholdt's part, his experience on the film was marred by cast members endlessly quoting his uncle's films, which inspired him to change his name. Cage's first starring role came opposite Deborah Foreman in the romantic comedy Valley Girl 1983, in which he played a punk who falls in love with the titular Valley Girl, a plot loosely inspired by Romeo and the film was a modest box office success and has been branded a cult classic. He auditioned for the role of Dallas Winston and his uncle's film The Outsiders, based on S.E. Hinton's novel, but lost to Matt Dillon. Cage, however, would co-star in Copel is adaptation of another Hinton novel, Rumblefish. In that year, in 1984, Cage appeared in 3 period films, none of which fared well at the box office. In the drama Racing with the Moon 1984, Cage featured opposite Sean Penn as friends who are awaiting deployment to the U.S. Marine Corps. In Cop's crime drama The Cotton Club, he portrayed a fictionalized version of mob hitman Vincent Mad Dog Cole, earning praise from critic Paul Ardorn Asio for artfully using his few moments to sketch a brawny violent thug. His final release of the year was Alan Parker's drama Birdie, in which he starred with Matthew Modine as 2 close friends and their trauma inflicted by serving in the Vietnam War. Cage lost weight for the role and had 2 of his front teeth pulled out to appear disfigured despite Mass Lie underperforming at the box office. The film and Modine's performances received positive reviews, with the New York Times critic Janet Mason writing, Mr. Cage very sympathetically captures Oll's urgency and frustration together. These actors work miracles with what might have been unplayable. In 1986, Cage starred in the little-seen Canadian sports drama The Boy in Blue and his uncle's fantasy comedy Peggy Sue Got Married 1987, as the husband of Kathleen Turner's character, who has traveled back in time to their high school days. He then starred in the Coen brothers' crime comedy Raising Arizona 1987, as a demented ex-con. CS biggest breakthrough came in 1987 with the romantic comedy Moonstruck, in which he starred alongside Shea, a hot-tempered baker who falls in love with his estranged brother's widowed fiancée. The film was a hit with critics and audiences alike, earning Cage a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actor Motion Picture Musical or Comedy. In his retrospective review, Roger Ebert wrote that he felt Cage's performance was worthy of an Oscar. In 1989, Cage starred in the black comedy Vampire's Kiss as a man who falls in love with the vampire and soon begins to believe himself as a vampire. The film was a major box office flop but has developed a cult following largely due to Cage is surrealistic and over-the-top performance appearing in internet memes. Critic Vincent Camby felt the film was dominated and destroyed by Mr. C's chaotic self-indulgent performance. After filming the Italian drama Time to Kill 1989 in Zimbabwe, he starred in David Lynch's romantic crime film Wild at Heart 1990 with Laura Gia as a pair of lovers on the run from gangsters hired to kill. Cage's character Sailor R.L.E. Cage was drawn to the project because he was always attracted to those passionate, almost unbridled romantic characters, and it allowed him to impersonate one of his heroes, Elvis Presley, in scenes in which Sailor sings Wild That Heart received mixed reviews upon release, despite controversially winning the Palmer at the 1990 Cannes Film Festival. Cage would reunite with Lynch and Dee for the avant-garde concert performance Industrial Symphony No. 1. Also in 1990 he starred as a helicopter pilot in the action film Firebirds, which was panned by critics and negatively compared to Top Gun. Cage's next film, the erotic thrillers Andal 1991, was released direct-to-video in the United States, where it did not receive a theatrical release. His goofy everyman performance in the romantic comedy Honeymoon in Vegas 199 garnered some positive critical notices, including from Roger Ebert, who defended Cage amidst some critics finding his acting excessive, and earned Cage his second Golden Globe nomination. He hosted an episode of the variety show Saturday Night Live to promote the film his only time hosting the show. Well, Nicolas Cage is remembering Lisa Marie Presley as someone who lit up every room following news of Lisa Marie's death on Thursday. At the age of 54, Cage said in a statement obtained by The Hollywood Reporter that the loss of his ex-wife is devastating news. Lisa had the greatest laugh of anyone I ever met. She lit up every room, and I am heartbroken, said the actor. Well guys, what are your thoughts to tell us? Thanks for watching.